And the stream should have started. And it hasn't. That's great. Tech issues. Those are always great for tech news-based streams. Alright,
Tech news, we couldn't get the stream to start.
Oh wait, you're an enemy, right?
Okay, we're finally live. Welcome to Bacon Barn Live and Uncensored, the podcast where we don't know about stuff but act like we know about stuff. Today's topics. You were saying, Finn?
For example, me knowing about the topics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just so it's easier
topics?
to understand, I am Sam.
Are you?
Michael.
Oh my god! I thought you were Michael.
No,
Alright.
what? I'm Michael. Speaking
And
of Michael,
Finn?
that's me.
Finn, you really gotta introduce yourself here.
Yep. Okay. I'm Finn. I'm 14 years old.
No, you don't. We don't need your postal code, Finn.
For a second, I believed it. And I was like, hold on, no.
Yeah, my actual name is Michelle.
My actual name is Michelle, and I'm 13 and a half.
Almost 14. Well, today's topics will be Corsair Gaming goes public, files a $100 million IPO. Tesla, there's a video of a Tesla vehicle in Taiwan that crashes directly into an overturned truck, ignores pedestrian with autopilot on. LG officially announces its battery-powered air purifier mask. Alright, that'll be interesting. Apple blocks Facebook's attempt to tell users about the 30% App Store tax. Chinese officials have changed their rules on exporting technology so that TikTok can't be sold that easily, I guess. Apple officially kicks Fortnite off iPhones and iPads, banning Epic's developer account. And Elon Musk shows Neuralink brain implant working in a pig. It's like a Fitbit, but for your brain. Yeah, it's called Neuralink.
Oh, that's interesting, because there was this, well, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons thing I used to do, but it wasn't a, like, Middle Ages
isn't it
thing?
Dragons and Dungeons?
No.
Dungeons and Dragons? You know, with, like, dice and, like, make your own adventure stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out, like, it was about the future, you know, not Middle Ages. And we had, like, this overlord company that had devices connected to your brain, and we called it Neuralink.
Nothing suspicious here.
That's a good sign.
Elon's done nothing wrong.
I ended up sacrificing myself to prevent them from, like, controlling. See, I'm a good person.
What topic would you guys like to start with?
I don't care.
You don't care, Finn?
You
know what?
One about Neuralink.
Yeah, let's start with Neuralink since we were talking about it already. Let's open the article here. Let's see. The article says, it's like a Fitbit for your skull. The SpaceX and Tesla leader says of Neuralink's brain-computer link technology. Alright. The pig's name was Gertrude. That's cool. Who cares? Gertrude. You see, I pronounce stuff weirdly, but you gotta deal with it. Wireless link from I'll stop. A wireless link from the Neuralink computing device showed the pig's brain activity as it snuffled around a pen on stage Friday night.
A pen or a stage?
A pen on stage.
A pen on stage, I'm guessing.
Oh.
Okay, that's cool technology, to be honest. That's like shows how far we are in technology. But even better, the even greater advancement is to be able to make a pig balance on a pen.
Boy. Just leave.
Just please.
God damn it.
You really gotta stop with these jokes. Okay, that was good though. I'll let that one pass. Alright. It's like a FIP in your skull with tiny wires. Again, it communicates with brain cells with 1024 thin electrodes that penetrate the outer layer of the brain. Then there's a Bluetooth link to an outside computing device. Though the company is looking at other technology it can use to dramatically increase the number of data links.
What the? How?
Can it actually affect your brain though, or does it only read data from the brain?
Like, did they?
I'm pretty sure we don't know the brain enough to actually
change stuff about it to
actually talk to it.
It says you can back up and restore your memories.
What? That's in the future. That's what they want to do.
That's what they want, I think. Because that would be
There's
Google
no
Photos, but for your brain.
Yeah.
There's no way they can just already do that.
We really know what area of the brain deals with what area of life, basically, or of sensation.
Oh, this is future discussion. Musk also discussed seeing an infrared, ultraviolet, or X-ray using digital camera data.
What? So you have also the fucking Google lens in your eye, and then it's connected or whatever.
Yeah, basically. Yes. I mean, to be honest, I don't think we need it or anything. I think
that's like saying we don't need phones. Yeah, I mean we don't need them in that sense.
But wouldn't it be cool to just access the internet wherever you are without even getting a phone out?
That's what Apple's.
You could write essays while just lying in bed.
I wonder how that would work. Would that require more mental effort? Because you're just not doing anything. I wonder how that's gonna.
What?
Would it increase or decrease productivity?
I feel like it would increase productivity because it's constantly working with your brain, sending data in. The thing is,
you don't know how easy it is to think up an essay, and how do you correct an essay you thought up?
True.
Yeah, I would prefer it because I I can
rewrite your essay. Well, how the hell am I gonna do that if I thought of all of it?
Yeah, but I can easily save the sentences in my head. I think that is good, but then I'm too lazy to actually write it.
But do you manage to say them in a grammatically coherent pattern and keep it the same style and
Yeah, I do.
Because I don't.
But then, how much brain effort do you need so that it actually clearly knows what you want? That's
true. It might actually be challenging to physically challenging in a way, I guess.
I mean, how would how are they gonna convince people to get holes in their heads?
It's Elon Musk. They're just gonna do it for free.
Yeah, there's definitely people that want to try that.
I mean, yeah, there's gonna be
they'll fucking pay Neuralink to be the first people to adopt it.
Really?
Let's be honest. Yeah, of course they will.
I mean, imagine tech channels I don't know, MKBHD or Linus Tech Tips trying to review it, and then having I don't know, Linus Tech Tips, right? A lot of his employees do the reviews. So he's just sitting there trying to convince one of his employees to get a hole in his head for the company.
Yeah, but I'll give you insurance stuff.
I guess.
Never mind, they're Canadian. I forgot.
They already have good enough health insurance, healthcare. Yep. The health system, it works in mysterious ways.
Health?
I don't think America has figured it out yet. Not sure it ever will. I mean, even if you convince people to put holes in their brains, what about updated devices? Will they have a constant
how do you install a new model?
Yeah.
Can you just remove it every 3 years and just sort of update it? Is that a thing?
Yeah, especially if it's connected to your brain, because if anything gets damaged in your brain while you want to change the thing,
yeah,
your brain cells can't regenerate. So you'd also need advancements in in stem cell technology to actually afford to use those brain cells and then replace them.
Also, I mean, what about charging it? Would you just have cable plugged into your head while sitting there?
Yeah, I mean, effectively.
Wireless, or maybe it can use certain If you use like heat, it doesn't.
They could integrate it into like a pillow.
That would be sweet.
Oh, that's
Like you go to sleep on the pillow and it's charging. That'd be sweet. I mean,
and
no,
then you have
it
to
wouldn't.
put in it can be. Are you a left or right side sleeper? Because we need to know. Otherwise, you'll need to sleep the wrong way around for the rest of your life.
Maybe you can have earmuffs.
No, I think they could configure it so that like no matter like it should have long enough range so no matter which way you sleep it
We
should
messed up
to
a
do
bit. You
that?
have to sleep.
it can be contactless, right?
Yeah,
Isn't-
but how are you going to make the range that great?
No, aren't they like already working on this technology which should like wirelessly charge anything that's like
I mean,
inside
you can
a
also
small
not just put
room?
it anywhere in the brain because it needs to connect to certain parts of the brain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, maybe you could have like a wire running through like your arm to the head or something. And
What?
then it would be a bit like Detroit
Oh.
Become Human, where you're just like standing there with a wire stuck into your finger.
That I don't think that's gonna happen because that just adds so much more complexity for like such little benefit.
Also, how do you flex it? How do you flex the fact that you have a chip in your head? Does it have like some kind of
ask people
RGB
questions.
lighting?
Ask me any question Google
Yeah.
can answer. Come on, do it.
I dare ya.
3.5 seconds. Come on.
Like you could ask, like, read me the so and so line, the Constitution.
What about education then? Like, what about
Education. You don't need it.
education? And what about like
Maybe you just
separating
get
the
trained.
stupid people?
Maybe
from the
it'll actually
intelligent people.
school will actually teach you problem solving and application of logic for once.
Instead of
And
just
not
making you
just-
memorize.
Learn number
Yeah, that would be so much better if you didn't just have to memorize constantly.
because you can't. You probably wouldn't be able to upload just I don't know, like ability
Snapshots.
to do something.
Yo, it would be like Alexa, you know? It'd be like,
Maybe
Alexa,
also
add
promote it before
add
you're 18.
skilled
Would it?
mathematics or something.
Oh well, that's $25.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Alexa
That's
does that,
also
right?
gonna happen,
It's got
you
like
know.
it's got skills and shit.
Also, if these implants are made by one company, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's
they've
gonna
got a
make an unfair
monopoly on it.
education system.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about the
equal
people that,
free
like,
education?
What about the people that can't afford it or like don't
yeah, well, you're
want
fucked.
a hole in their head?
That's
at that
like
point, no,
saying,
but also there's a question at that point: are you even humans anymore? Like, do you make decisions? Is there anything like?
well,
What-
yeah, but let's be real. No one's gonna care about the moral bullshit. What they're gonna care about is if they can afford it.
Yeah, no. About the moral stuff, like, what about people that are good at problem solving, right? Like, way better than the others, but just don't have Google at their disposal the whole time.
Well, what about them? They'll become mediocre or poor at that compared to everyone else.
No, but then, like, if they're good at problem solving, do you think there will be, like, charities to put chips in people's brains?
But knowledge
Maybe, but
is closely linked with belief. Right? It's both
Every
based on
minute,
memory,
every
right?
cent you pay
So-
goes to putting a chip in this kid's brain.
How do you distinct? Like those, they could just download beliefs into your brain, right?
yeah.
I mean, I don't think they know how well the brain works, and we're going into, like...
Well, if you can do
We're going
that,
like at
then-
least 100 years into the future. No, that's like too short
Yeah, of course,
of a time.
but still. Society is still going to exist, quite closely to how it exists now.
True.
Like, it won't be totally unfamiliar. We
Screams
understand
in
that.
Roman Empire.
That'd be cool though. Like, if they do it really fast, then like, you know how parents are constantly trying to teach us stuff like, back in my day, we used to do it this way or something. Just imagine us with like, I don't know, our grandchildren or something, whatever generation will be there, or great grandchildren. What are we gonna tell them? They'll just be like, oh, let me just Google if that's a real fact. No,
Yeah.
you're lying, you old bitch.
I don't think that
Boomer.
would be one of, like, I see more useful ways to use it.
No, but it would still be a thing. Also, would it be like, would you get the chip from the start or later?
What chip?
Like,
Like, are you just born and then they instantly drill a hole in your head.
Oh yeah, or is it when you're like 18 or something?
Would
Yeah.
Would it be government mandate? Like, would the chips come from governments or from corporations?
If
Probably
the
the
chip,
question.
if we're thinking about a future where the chip can you can straight up Google stuff just by thinking about it.
Like, you basically have a phone in your head.
By just
you can
thinking
type
about it,
on
and it
by
can
thinking.
plant beliefs into your brain and shit. I'm guessing that'd be government controlled.
Yeah.
But that's super dangerous. Then you could turn your civilians.
See, that's the thing.
Fine.
What is more dangerous, a government having that control or a corporation having that control?
I don't know, because at some point, if you try to get rid of the monopoly by just having a lot of companies monitor the thing, then at some point they would just.
I think it'd be better if it's a company, because then the government can try to regulate the company. But if it's the government, then no one's regulated.
Well, would the government even allow companies to do that? To have access to people's brains to control what they believe?
Yeah,
Would
what
they
about
allow
Facebook
companies to have that
of
much
the
control?
future?
Maybe under certain conditions, that only if the state is allowed to.
How do you check if they're not planting ideas in your head, if everyone has a chip that can plant ideas in people's heads? If the entire government could, in theory, be controlled by the corporation, what's the point of the government?
Yeah, if you catch someone planting data into other people's heads and they just go,
You won't.
boop, here's more data in your head.
Yeah, that you just never will, because you'll
They'll just make you forget about it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at that point, I don't think we would care, because we wouldn't be able to care.
And we've created some sort of technological dystopia thing where humans are robots. Nice.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so these brain implants, they aren't going to be great.
At that point, it seems like there is no free will. But then the question is that the case already? Do we only, does each thought we have only follow a logical, path of physics, Because this causes that, and then that causes a certain, trigger in our brain, and do we even have free will? That's the question. And if we don't, then what does it matter? And
Even if we don't have free will, we don't have government or corporation controlled will.
What I'm thinking is
there's a difference.
Yeah.
If the government isn't messed up by the time they're able to plant data in your head, I'm pretty sure they'll Jesus Christ, I can't English today. Pretty sure they'll make illegalize making those chips. I think the max we will go to with these chips before it's illegal to have the chips is you can search up data.
Yeah, but a government like China, you could even require
use it.
people.
True.
They might just plant it at the beginning of the
Well, wouldn't then the other governments try to intervene? Well, I mean,
No.
Hong Kong happened and they didn't.
Would they though?
True.
Yeah, would they?
It's not our citizens. Who cares?
Freaking no one stopped Hitler during World War things.
During
Until
World War
he
thing.
attacked them, no one cared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's a sovereign affair. You can be it's
two countries are fighting. Well, then let them fight. Not our business.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll. Jesus Christ, this is scary. The more you think about it, the more it's inevitable. Unless
I mean, you don't have to do it.
Unless people just are not able to figure out how
then
to plant
again,
data
if
into
we
our
reach
brains.
the point where we have an understanding of how the brain functions and can know what does what, and then we can effectively map the brain, why don't we just build an AI that can imitate a human being and might as well be a human being?
And then just replace human beings?
At that point, the only difference is that the human can die.
Yeah.
That the human is a fleshy thingy, even that you can imitate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they can imitate that
already.
Imitate
that before we have true AI.
They can almost imitate that already.
Yeah, people growing cells in a lab to make lab-grown meat.
So they might as well just make fleshy enclosures for AI, and just replace people with AI. And the
mentally
AI
superior
like
to
might even
flesh,
start.
replace all the fleshy humans.
They might as well like
At
start.
that point, what is the point of living anymore? Like,
At that
why
point,
are
would
we-
humans be able to just marry the AI? They wouldn't know what the AI is, right?
Would there be a difference?
I don't think so. I think it'd be like Detroit Become Human, where the only difference is this glowy thing in their head. Like, that's the maximum, I'd say.
They're basically human, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not even basically, they just are human.
They are human. They're literally created human.
Yeah.
literally Detroit became.
They're like lab-grown humans, is what they
Who would-
are.
Yeah, I guess.
And
Did
at
the
that, like,
corporation own them?
no, if we're at a point where the AI is about to like replace all humans anyway, pretty sure they're.
If parents have rights over their children, you know,
Mhm.
they raise them. How about a corporation creating AI humans?
Yeah, who would have?
But what is the
Rights
point
over-
of humans at that point? Or not? Like, what
Would-
goal do we follow as a
No,
society?
would the AI have like the same rights?
What point is there? We wouldn't
Should.
be anything special anymore. We'd just be anything else, like a rock. We don't have,
Yeah.
you know, we
Like,
don't
we're
have
not
anything that makes us
special in any way.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the idea up till now is like humans are the intelligent ones compared to all the other animals. Like, we're the ones
Yeah.
with sentience, but
Yeah. I guess there's still a question about what consciousness is.
You know what? I feel like this is
Yeah,
gonna
I mean-
end up like the movie I, Robot, because like obviously no, not even corporations would want to create straight up human AI. So they would probably
Would they
like
not?
create AI, but only AI that can like kind of serve us, or like can be sold without scaring people. And if they do that, right, at some point the AI will like start developing by itself, won't it?
Depends what kind. That's really hard to say.
No, because if the AI is like in any way at all adapting, right? Even at the smallest scale, at some point it's gonna adapt enough to be able to adapt so much that it just
No, it
develops
won't.
itself.
That's like, by that logic, we already would have super intelligent AIs.
Do we not? Like wasn't there one that like taught itself the language
Yeah.
of the internet or something
Is
and
that
they had to
human?
shut it
No.
down?
Like, the Go playing AI, right?
Was it
can't
called the
like,
Go
fucking
Player?
talk. That's not human. But it can learn.
Yeah.
We
can
didn't give
adapt.
it that freedom to like learn just everything. Though
It wouldn't-
that's the difference.
That
This
would take
AI
millions of years.
No, but
Because
even if it was possible faster, the goal of that AI is to play Go.
yeah. What's the goal of a human being? You can't just say, oh, well, like, because AIs work on the basis that they, like, make versions of themselves, and each, like, they basically induce mutations.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the best version of that, like, they make a bunch of different versions of itself with little tweaks,
Mhm.
and the version that's best survives,
Yeah.
like, in a computer program, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But the problem with that is, the best at what? You know? Like, you have to give the AI a goal to work towards, like recognizing pigeons or something.
I feel like even if we had AI, we would probably like whenever, you know, I don't know, the sun swallows the earth or something, like whenever the imminent end is, like right before that, I feel like there's gonna be like some kind of a human race rescue plan where they try to turn like, I don't know, some robots into kind of time capsules, like to teach them stuff, like anything that can survive.
Solar system at that point. Like, if you've reached a point where the sun is expanding, assuming the species survives that long, we would probably have the capacity for interstellar travel. Maybe
Isn't
not
it
faster
crazy
than
to
light,
think
but
that
Yeah,
humans
no,
would
think about it.
probably
Like,
just
even the
fight
movie Interstellar, right? Christopher Nolan, he thinks about his movies. He probably thought about that bit too, where, like, the AI that goes with them to space with like the sperm banks and stuff.
I haven't watched Interstellar, and I'm very confused.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't watched it. Oh, okay. So
I'm very confused
just-
right now.
Like what's that movie called? The Prometheus.
the what?
Prometheus.
Don't know it.
That sounds like a word. I mean, it is a word. It's Greek,
It's a
right?
name,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. It's a Greek god, titan, something, giant.
No,
whatever.
but still, it's
Yeah.
like they sent an AI on a quest.
No.
It's got so
To-
much louder for some reason.
Wait, was Prometheus the fire guy? The one that stole fire from the gods? Was that the guy?
Fire lad and water
Or am I
gal.
confusing things?
I don't know, some Greek dude.
Some Greek dude. That doesn't sound racist at all.
I don't know. He just sort of sounds Greek.
Oh yeah. As like scary as this whole AI taking over and humans being replaced stuff is, we'll all be long gone by that time.
Yeah, true.
Like,
That's-
Well, us definitely, because we'll just die before.
yeah.
Well, unless we develop immortality before then.
Unless we're able to like
Eh?
use that
Eh?
chip to actually back up our memories and put it into a different body. What about that?
Yeah, so effectively immortal.
Yeah. Like maybe even the same body, like the same kind of body. Like maybe we could.
Replicate our
Grow.
body and
Yeah.
then just Control X, Control C over the mind.
Yeah. Control
Or
X.
just
So
control
you
copy, control V, just
yeah.
make more.
Yeah, see, that's why I said Control X specifically.
Yeah. So it's cut, not copy.
Yeah.
Just imagine like a dude sitting at a hospital, like someone's about to die. He's just Control C, Control V. It's a big ass hospital,
All the
and
beeping medical equipment, just 2 buttons.
yeah.
Cut, paste.
But at that point, if we're so connected to AI, we wouldn't even know what's real or not.
Why would we be
Why does-
connected to AI if
Yeah.
we could be?
Not AI, so to like a Neuralink, where they can simulate things,
Yeah.
those things. We don't know if we're in the
And
real
then the
world.
Matrix happens. Jesus
Yeah, we
Christ!
don't.
All those movies are basically horror movies, or just predictions. Okay, let's not get too depressed. Let's find some non-depressing news. Tesla crashes in Taiwan. Hey, that AI doesn't work too well, does it?
Yeah.
There's still hope. I mean, not for the dude that crashed.
Is he dead?
I don't know. Let's not do
Well,
this.
that kind of, what does it
that'll
call it?
probably
Kind
get
of
me
important
banned.
to know, you know?
Um,
That's like really important to know if he died or not, I would argue.
Yeah, let me just pull up the article. Let's see where the vehicle plows directly into the top of a large truck. The video shows the event from several angles and blah 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 blah. I think I'm blah blahing a little too much, aren't I?
Oh, what? No, you're not lying.
Blying.
It
Bling.
was sublime.
Okay, it doesn't say. At least as far. Let me just search up driver on the page. All right.
Adam
1 of 16
Driver.
man. The driver states the vehicle was in autopilot. Okay, he was alive long enough to say that.
Yeah, okay,
So-
so... And they're not saying he died. Like, they're not making big headline Tesla driver dies.
Yeah. So they're good on that front, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So there's an AI that won't take over the world anytime soon because it just ignored a pedestrian and just
Yes, okay, but also, how are you
ran
gonna
into
take
truck.
the world with Tesla cars?
I don't know, run everyone over,
No, but
and then they
yeah,
are
but
the only things that
tanks.
exist. Huh?
Just use a
give them-
tank.
if you give them the right goal to fulfill, then they probably won't be an issue.
Yeah. Maybe.
Um,
Depends
Yeah.
how they interpret
The
that
issue
goal.
is if you give them so much freedom, and then you have an AI that's supposed to create. Wait, what's that story again? Yeah, an AI that's supposed to create. What are they called? Things you keep papers together with.
Paperclip.
Staplers.
Yeah, exactly. Paper
Staples?
clips,
Oh.
and then it just turns the entire universe into paper clips.
What?
Oh, including humans?
Yeah, exactly. Like all matter in the universe, it just turns.
I mean, it's like your standard story of, create universal peace. Okay, if there's no humans, there's no war. There you go, peace.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Nuclear war is the only way to create universal peace. Also, the word universal, right? Does it mean peace in the whole universe?
It's
I
not
mean,
a word. It means
yes. I mean,
it's
yeah,
the name of
by its definition, it does, right?
Yeah. So, like,
what does it mean?
as long as we don't,
Universal, like in the
as long as we
entire
haven't
universe,
explored
right?
the
Like,
whole
everything.
universe, we can't have universal
Yeah, but the
peace.
AI is just going to go explore itself.
Oh, true.
Kind of
If
depends
you've
on.
gotten to the point of telling an AI to create universal peace, I don't think that's the issue. Who these?
No, we want to make sure everyone's
Oh,
dead,
The
alright?
fat dumbass is here.
The fat dumbass.
Fat. Oh yeah.
Oh, we have
Rubbing your
Lavinia.
ass against the window, please.
Hi,
Love you.
Lavinia. You joining for the podcast or just
Fuck off.
tuning in?
Guys.
Okay, kick her.
Kick her,
Alright,
please. Jesus Christ.
No, fuck. Ow.
Yeah, well, that was an inconvenience. Sorry to the listeners whose ears
Yeah,
just got
sorry.
ripped apart.
Sam forgot to close his door to his room, and
So Lavinia just like
So
walked
sharp.
right
She
in.
just walked into the Discord room.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. What? Wait, Finn, where did you put the key again?
Now we're keeping our distance, just like LG is making face masks, so
You-
people can keep their distance and
Yes.
stay safe from Corona, I guess.
Except
Except
they
it
didn't.
doesn't say
Yeah.
like anything
They
about.
didn't explicitly say it's safe against COVID.
Yeah.
Which, bit of
Here,
a dick move. not
Today's
gonna lie.
announcement ahead of IFA
Nice.
2020 doesn't explicitly mention the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah.
But it heavily
Bit of a dick.
implies that the mask was
Yes,
developed in response
Exactly, but it doesn't outright state it.
to it. It looks so stupid. Like, even their like ad
Why the
looks
hell? Like,
photoshopped.
What's the point even? I don't is it better or is it easier to breathe or what's the improvement that
I
it
guess
needs to
you-
be battery powered?
I guess you like suck in less carbon or something, or maybe
Carbon. What?
carbon dioxide. Sorry, not
Does it just
not
clean
straight
the
up
air?
carbon.
What?
What?
Does it clean the air around you?
Yeah, it's an air purifier.
What does it use? It'd be just
No
plasma
idea.
might work.
I mean, if you take too much carbon dioxide out, then you're gonna start hyperventilating.
Yeah.
Oh, true. That'd be a bit of an issue.
Which I can't imagine is
Why do you
Goal.
start? Why do you get the hyperventilating feeling?
because you have too much oxygen in your body.
And that's an issue?
That's a
Yep.
thing.
I mean, of course it's an issue because the human body needs a fucking balance. Fucking humans are stupid. It's
Yeah,
so
dude. Why can't we just
inefficient.
have AI?
It's like, can I just eat a bunch of oxygen into my body? Like, what the fuck?
oxygen?
Just have a tank of oxygen that you fill up every now and then, just like liquid oxygen.
Oh, that's chilly. to say the
Yeah,
least.
and also you just light that on fire. And
Yeah,
boom.
true.
Just, I want to smoke a cigarette today. Boom.
No,
Just
At
it's
that point, we might as well just turn to full-on rockets, and our metabolism consists of liquid hydrogen and oxygen.
no, no. We consume liquid oxygen,
turn to a
right?
star, just
Because-
make it only hydrogen.
But since
Then
it's
just
like
become an
Oh.
RS-25 rocket engine. Like, you might as well.
don't know that exact
It's-
rocket engine.
Don't worry about it. It's the space
Okay.
shuttle engine, which used liquid hydrogen and oxygen.
Oh,
Fun fact, about 80% of the space in that orange fuel tank, the big boy that they strapped onto the space shuttle, about 80% of the volume is for liquid hydrogen and 20% for liquid oxygen, because the density is so low.
oh,
That's
neat.
cool. I know, it's completely useless. I agree.
Yeah. um, yeah. we're
Those
just
tanks were
gonna-
both just filled with gas, huh?
Liquid.
Oh.
It was cryogenic.
Wait, the big ones were
Yeah.
liquid.
With the big one. Yeah.
What? Oh, I thought the big ones were usually solid fuel.
What? The ones on the side of the space shuttle, those were
Yeah.
solid fuel.
But I mean, typically you expect the big ones to be solid.
Wait, this is
What?
just so
Why?
stupid. The mask.
Usually the core stage of like any rocket would be liquid fuel unless it's like exclusively solid fuel.
Boys, can we move on from the rockets?
No, rocket engineering is fun. What?
Okay.
Rocket Man.
That's just Matt Damon at this point. Just in every single space movie, there's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, who's that again?
He's
The-
the rocket man.
The guy from Martian. Remember Martian?
Oh, the one from Passenger.
Oh, from Mars.
No,
The one
the
from
guy.
Passenger.
The one in Passengers, Chris Pratt.
Aw.
Hey, Alex. Thanks for tuning into the
Looks so dumb.
podcast.
Oh, is he the girl in Passenger?
Jesus Christ. All right. The mask
I heard
looks
he won
like.
an Oscar.
Jesus Christ! Shut up. Alright, the mask looks stupid
Wait,
because
So he always shows up in
Finn,
space
I will
movies?
beat the
He
shit
always
out of
shows
you.
up in movies where she's
Shut up!
with a guy.
No,
Everyone
Shut
else-
no,
Shut
stop.
up! Go away!
Let's
No.
do this podcast without your stupid ass jokes for one day. One fucking day is all I ask for, Finn.
Yeah, that was yesterday. That day.
We didn't do a podcast yesterday.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's your fault, Sam. Why would you do this? How dare you? You're horrible. Why
Okay,
would you do this?
okay, can we?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we can.
So you
I
were
think.
saying like you were asking what was in the mask. There's just like replaceable filters,
But
just
battery.
don't know what they're made out of, and two
Isn't it-
fans that just shove air into your nose, I guess.
Oh, it's for the people that think breathing is too hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, actually, is it for those people, or did they just shove a ton of filters in there, which is physically usable because of the fans?
No, there's
Like,
just two filters on each side, like kind of on your
So-
cheeks, right? And it pulls in the air
Yeah,
through the
like
filters.
a gas mask type. looking
Yeah,
thing.
and everything else is like completely blocked off. You can't breathe from anywhere else.
So it is actually just designed for the I can't breathe people.
Yeah.
That's sad. I was hoping like the battery would do something cool, like I don't know, cold plasma to destroy virus.
It's not a
particulate.
big battery. It's just 820 milliamp hours.
Oh, that's tiny. Yeah. okay.
Yeah, and it still provides for up to
And not
8
that phone.
hours.
Okay. Yeah. That's
So the fans
Can I
are
charge my
not doing
phone?
much. Can it charge your phone halfway? About halfway, yeah. You have an iPhone SE, right? Yeah, it can charge your phone like halfway.
Yeah. It's a tiny battery.
But it doesn't actually have an outlet. No, the mask can't literally charge your phone.
Well, I could like jailbreak. the mask.
Well, if you were to
That's
tear
not-
open the mask, find the USB daughter board, and then rearrange a few resistors, you could change it into a sender type device. And
Why
then
would
hook
you
up
do
your
that?
phone to it
Why
and
would
charge
you
it.
do
the
that?
phone into the mask, and then I'm
Like you literally just need to move a resistor.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not wrong.
How do you release air, like, from the mask? It only pulls in, right? Does it also push out?
release.
Maybe like one goes in, one
Fire.
goes out. I don't know.
It says...
That would make sense.
Let's see.
Wait, what? I don't understand what's going on right now.
Well, it's one of these gas mask looking things, like with the two filters on each side of your mouth, right?
With fans
then-
under them.
There's fans, two fans one in each side, apparently, and a battery in there somewhere to power the
Yeah, but-
fans.
Yeah, but Sam asked how you release air.
Yeah, because the fans would be pushing against it, so it would make things like
Wait,
just
no,
as
but
difficult
you
as
release
before.
air by
Exhale. He's trying to say exhale. Shut up.
no, but it actually is exhaled by contracting your core muscles and relaxing the diaphragm. Also, your diaphragm and the abdominal muscles also contract so that you can
abdominal.
What? And the quadratus lumborum.
Finn, no one cares. We get it. You took math. You took bio. I just said math.
And, that decreases.
We get it. You do biology.
Yeah. Finn, you're being so fucking annoying right now. All right.
You do biology. You can shut up now.
I guess it has some. Biology, I guess it has like some kind of ventilation.
I'm not Sam. I don't do AI. I'm sorry.
I guess the fans like somehow
do AI when it's.
Oh yeah, right.
What?
You want to marry an AI? Yeah,
I never.
Nope. I'm gonna purposefully misinterpret that. You want to marry an AI when AI is a thing.
Yep. There seem to be ventilation like holes and at the front, but wouldn't that then like help spread COVID? Because they would kind of like.
Because it's a personal protection mask and not a like protect others mask.
Yeah. It would like push out the air faster. No, it doesn't. There's only filters on the way in.
Yeah, but those people, but Sam, those people that don't.
The people that can't breathe with a mask on. Let's be real, they don't care.
They're so egoist, like centric. They don't care.
I can't breathe.
Did you see that mask that's like see-through, where it's basically a net that she's wearing? She's like, I found this beauty, so like all the ladies who want to look good,
all the ladies. It does not sound sexist at all. There are
kind of sexist, and then also you're kind of like I
don't tend to say this often, but I think the sexism isn't the issue here.
We're gonna clip that. We're gonna like keep that out of context.
Yeah, you will. I know that. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, Apple clearly likes to mess with free speech because
I swear to God, your transitions are worse than Linus.
Apple blocked Facebook's attempt to tell users about 30% App Store tax.
Sam, your transitions.
I'm not sure what they.
Those of a fifth grader making his first PowerPoint presentation, discovering the animations.
Sounds like Elon Musk, but okay.
All right, first.
Am I wrong? Look, am I wrong?
Alright, Apple's 30% fee on revenue made through its App Store has rubbed another tech giant the wrong way, Facebook. Earlier this month, Facebook announced a new feature that let influencers and business host virtual events that people must pay to access. Okay. Apple charges a fee, typically 30%, on all purchases made through an iOS app. But Facebook hoped the iPhone maker would make an exception for this ostensibly, don't know what that word means, community-focused tool. Apple declined.
Ostensibly is like they say it is, but people don't believe them because of course they don't. But yeah.
Apparently,
like that's what Apple says basically.
Oh. So Facebook tried to inform iOS users that.
Oh yeah, you put the wrong link in the Discord doc, by the way.
For the Apple thing.
For this one.
Oh.
For the Facebook Apple one. You put the Fortnite Apple one again.
Did I?
Yeah. Put that one twice.
I like Fortnite apples. They give you 5 health back.
Finn, why do you have to be disappointed?
Just don't even endorse him with a reaction. Like, just...
No, I'm pretty sure in Discord I've put 2 different links.
No.
Yeah.
I see 2 of the same link. What? Wait.
You are probably looking at 2 different docs. Hey!
Wait, what? Okay, no, I guess
Frosty J's here in chat.
Yep, I'm stupid. Don't worry about it.
Yep, you are stupid. Facebook.
Okay, thanks.
Alright, how did they block the message, though?
Let's see here.
Okay, so they wanted to tell people that the event organizer would only receive 70% of their earnings. But Facebook said Apple blocked the information on the basis of it being irrelevant. Jesus.
They classified as spam or what?
I think so.
Oh, was it like an email or something?
I don't know for
Did
sure.
they like try and send an email and that got blocked because it was categorized as spam?
No, I think they just blocked it off of the Facebook app.
I highly doubt they did that.
I mean, I can't really find like what platform they were trying to send it on.
I can't imagine they just like have that access into anything, honestly.
Alright. Let's see here. Maybe we asked Apple to blah blah blah. Unfortunately, they dismissed our requests as SMBs. Oh, event organizers, alright.
It's clearly small management business.
Oh, here we go.
Something.
No, that was some other blog. I'm not sure what they tried to show it off on. Like, what they tried to get that information to the people through. Well, whatever though. I mean, they blocked Facebook for that 30% tax thingy.
Message, let's just say.
Yeah, let's just say a message. Still though, the fact that they just outright block it isn't helping their case right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
honestly, it could have been a mistake. Like, assuming like it's the email thing just got classified as spam, whatever.
That could be it too. But like, why don't they?
It kind of just sounds like they're trying to get in on the fight because they can get good publicity.
Because for once they're not the villains.
They tried not to be this time.
I mean, I guess speaking of the App Store tax, we can also talk about the Fortnite
The ongoing situation.
lawsuit. Yeah. So it's kicked Fortnite off the iPhone, iPad, and banned Epic's developer account, aka Unreal Engine, I guess. I am pretty sure they also deleted the games from people's phones because they're able to do that.
No, you can't.
Let's see.
I mean, you can't update it. It has updated by now.
Do you have it on your phone?
I have it on the iPad, but I don't think it just disappeared.
Yeah, I don't think you can just remove it.
No, I think it's just been removed from the App Store then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would be weird if they could just straight up delete apps on your phone.
But I have to say, the Epic, like, Apple threatening to remove the developer account thing, that's just badly played by them. Because Epic is trying to prove that Apple have a monopoly and like way too much control over apps in the App Store. And then they go and start messing with a completely different part of Epic.
Yeah, like Epic's like that bit of Epic has nothing to do with the lawsuit, and they just they decided to do this, right?
Yeah.
It's not
they
like
threatened to do it before as well.
It's not like they needed to do it. I mean, they're expected to meet in court next month. This will be pretty interesting. I don't think this has like happened before, right?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Has there been like any kind of lawsuit against, I don't know, Steam or something where they just then went on and deleted the games off their store?
I mean, it sounds like a really Valve thing to do, to make a power play but like that, but no, I don't think so.
Yeah. Damn, though, like, Apple is really going in trying to like strong arm Epic out of this lawsuit.
Yeah.
By just taking like there's like 1 million iPhones out there, right?
I wonder what the kid that likes Fortnite but also has an iPhone, likes iPhones, would say to this. Whose side are you on?
Yeah, what would they pick?
What do you fanboy more over? Which company do you fanboy over more?
Then you mostly have Apple devices in your house, right?
Yep.
So I would say like you're an Apple user. You could, right? So
delicious.
Who
Granny
do you
Smith,
side
my
with
favorite.
here in this lawsuit? If you had to side with one of them, who would you?
How is this?
Not completely side with, I guess. I mean, just
Fortnite.
with Fortnite, right? I'm pretty sure the Apple fanboys would really would also support Fortnite, but the Fortnite fanboys would start using Android phones or something. Because I don't want to stereotype here, but Fortnite fanboys, those are probably younger children. There's older Fortnite players, but they're not fanboys. Right? And then Apple fanboys, those are of all ages. So I'm pretty sure the Apple fanboys, they're gonna side more with Fortnite, but the Fortnite fanboys are probably gonna stop using Apple devices or some shit. They would go to the extreme because of that.
They though.
But what do you think about the outcomes though between Apple winning or Epic winning?
Hey Jay.
Random.
It shows up randomly. Yeah. Hey, Frosty Jay's joined the podcast.
Hey, that guy that we all know his name but can't remember right now.
Hey. Well, I'm pretty sure there is no way Apple is winning this one.
No, to be honest, I feel no way Epic is winning because Epic is coming onto their platform, instating their rules. You know what I'm saying? But again, Epic wants that. The main reason why it's all fell apart is because the whole V-Bucks thing, right? Because Epic, Apple wanted some cut of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything going through the Apple Store, they get a cut through it because obviously the other game and the other developers are benefiting from their app.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that is Epic in the wrong for trying to change their policy, or is Apple in the wrong for monopolizing their creators?
Apple.
Apple easily, but the court would probably side with Epic actually if they were presented with that kind of an argument where it's it's our platform, right? We own it. So we should be able to just charge as much as we want for your distribution.
That would be Apple. That would be the court siding with Apple.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's the thing.
Why would they?
Now that I think about it, wouldn't the court side with Apple? Because
monopolies shouldn't be a thing.
Well, they aren't. Apple could say the Apple Store is just this distribution company, and they distribute for 30% of your commissions.
Where do you go if you want apps on an iPhone that isn't?
You don't get an iPhone. iPhones do not have a monopoly. No, iPhones don't have a monopoly over mobile devices, right?
That's still a form of monopoly, though.
Is it really?
Their own ecosystem.
I feel you'd have to add too many buts to call that a monopoly.
The thing is, the main reason Amazon isn't being prosecuted as a monopoly is because they're passing on the savings to the consumer, right?
Yeah.
Economies of scale, having massive distribution networks and being able to provide everything super cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea of a monopoly is that it's anti-consumer, right? Prices go up because no one can compete.
True.
So the way Amazon's getting around that is saying, look, we might have a large swath of the market, but it's cheap, so it's fine. We're working for consumers.
True, they could.
Apple, on the other hand,
just
kind of made a mistake by just going, you're still paying.
Yeah, it's not it's unprecedented for a game distributor to have less of a commission.
Yeah.
So either Apple has to reduce their commission, or
I don't think it's about that.
Or try and strong arm Epic out of this. Just out of the lawsuit.
I don't think the point if it is like the number, whatever it is, 5%, 1%. I don't think that matters in this case. I think the thing is just
there is a commission.
You don't have another option.
True. I mean, also, like, the strong-arming thing doesn't really make sense to me anymore. I mean, sure, they could have tried to, like, work a deal with Epic before, but now there's just so many stakeholders in this lawsuit.
I totally agree with that.
Right? It's like everyone's siding with Epic.
Yeah, there's, like, Facebook, there's Microsoft, and...
That's already not, like, fucking Facebook and Microsoft.
Even tiny companies like Floatplane.
Yeah,
are siding with Fortnite.
They need that.
They need that 30% revenue.
Those 30%, yeah.
Yeah, like some people are like, Fortnite's making like $1 billion a year. Why do they care about 30%? 30% of $1 billion is 300 million.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Well, see, here's the thing: Epic doesn't actually care. Let's be honest.
I'm pretty sure they
don't care about the 30%.
No, they're making so much money that 30% is a lot now.
Even if it's a lot. They don't care, but what they do care about is Apple getting in the way of them doing more Epic stuff, which ironically would include things like exclusives, which I guess would be classified as anti-consumer, attempting to establish a monopoly, but that's beside the point.
True. Yeah, I'm feeling like going back to my original spot where I said there's no way Apple's winning this one. Like, I mean, they might be able to still just keep the App Store as the only thing and might count that as a win. But they're not, like, going out of this unscarred.
Definitely.
Right? Either they'll, like, have to reduce their commissions, or maybe let, like, an alternative of the App Store onto their, like,
Epic
ecosystem.
Epic Game Store.
Just
something that's like less leasing, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Apple's fucked in this one. They should have just worked out a deal when Epic like first sued them.
Well, is it?
I'm sure they've tried, because Epic has been trying to get on the iPhone for forever now. Since what, season 6 maybe is when they announced they were trying to go on the iPhone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Epic just wanted to put their like launcher on iPhone. No, I'm pretty sure Epic just wants their store on the iPhone. That's why they're doing this. Because they had like even before, like, Apple declined their request to, like, give them the 30% that they were taking. Epic just had like a fully ready lawsuit, just like ready to go.
It was a planned move.
Yeah, it was a planned move. They were like, you know what, we're gonna send this request.
They were expecting to make. Like, you don't just pull that ad out of nowhere.
Yeah, you don't just animate that in a single day.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you do.
No, you don't.
They have the money.
They have the money. They can get the actors on set instantly. They can get the animators on set instantly.
You can't physically do that
in one day. Yeah, you can't.
Also, like, coming up with the idea, running it through PR, just all that. That's a process that takes at least a month or 2 even.
But again, Epic is a powerhouse, and I'm sure that'll take them no time, to be honest.
No, like, even if they tried to, like, fully speed it up, they would have to wait at least, like, a month, I would say. Because, like, they gotta get it right. So they gotta have creative people think about an idea, right? Someone must have been like, yo, what if we take that 1984 commercial and fuck Apple over with it? Right? And then some other, like, people had to animate it. They had to get voice actors, right? And then once they fully finished the product, which would have taken at least half a day, even if they like did it as fast as you possibly could, they would have to run it through PR, run it through like the highest points of Epic, and then publish it. All of that, at least a month, easily. Maybe even 2. Like, if they weren't a powerhouse, I would have said 2. They were fully ready for this lawsuit. Like, Epic was just going in to get the Epic Store onto iOS. Speaking of getting apps on phones, TikTok. China says you can't sell TikTok that fast. Like the US was trying to
What?
force
Okay.
TikTok to be
Yes.
sold. China
geek.
says no. Well, China updated their countries, their company. Sorry, China
No, you can't
updated
just
the
not
countries.
sell us TikTok. Chinese government go brr.
Well, they updated the country's export control rules on Friday to cover what is considered sensitive technologies.
Wait, TikTok is the sensitive
Sensitive technology, apparently, yeah.
Fucking they declare goddamn TikTok content a state secret and you can't look at it. Fucking censor it.
You know, that is a China move, not gonna lie.
That sounds more
Yeah,
like
true,
America
okay.
move, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
That sounds exactly like what America. Yeah. But why would they not want to have it be sold? I don't understand.
Because they lose control over. This is about luck, probably.
But Microsoft wants to buy only the American sector.
Yes, but they don't want to have the precedent set of you can just buy Chinese parts of a Chinese company if you're Microsoft. You know. Oh wow, Huawei is looking thick.
I guarantee Trump will not be saying that if Bill Gates did not earn at least 100 billion a year. I guarantee it.
100
Why?
billion. I don't think he earns 100
If
billion.
any other company, if any other company tried to buy it,
Mhm.
that don't contribute to tax at all, because we all know Trump is fucking. We all know. I'm just gonna say we all know. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
if it wasn't a multi-billion-dollar company, do you really think Trump will give away that same leniency?
No.
There's no
No.
way. There's no way. What's the
Chef's
thing?
in
What's
the
the point?
chat. He says, poo, poop, poopy burger, yum, I eat poo.
Thank you for the contribution.
We have great viewers
You
here
have
on the
earned your
Dr.
super
Obvious
chat,
channel.
I'm supposed to
Sam,
super
please.
chat it. What are you doing? You think we're doing this for free?
Is it
Some
bad?
content.
Is it bad that I'm thinking about whether the patty or the bread is made from poo?
Yes.
Yeah, it is bad.
That really is.
I'm pretty sure it would be the patty, though.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I made a bread burger. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's pretty awesome.
A bread burger?
There's this thing.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of a fucking bread burger. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a normal
Wait,
burger.
what are the buns made of?
Bread. Yeah.
No, but like, who the fuck calls it a?
Exactly. So you wouldn't
Exactly
call
my
it a
point.
poo
No
burger.
one refers to like what burger it is by what buns it has.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a part of Germany where where there's this thing you eat. It's basically I take 1/2 of a piece of a white bread roll, and then you put cheese on it, some Gouda or something, and then
Okay,
you put,
this is just getting really disgusting. Can we stop?
No, and then you put pumpernickel bread on
This
it.
is
You
quite
know, you have two
tangent.
types of bread, cheese in the middle.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, actually,
Yeah,
Quite
it's
the
pretty good
tangent.
actually.
that's so dumb. Actually, that's so German as well.
Okay,
Yes,
you know what?
We will put our cheese between two types of bread.
We have so much bread that we can use multiple times.
You racist motherfuckers. Are we done?
Come on, be honest though.
That does sound pretty German.
I'm gonna stay out of this one.
Alright, according to China's official, I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. The new rules mean that like TikTok would have to like kind of get a license before it could sell. It'd have to get
the Chinese government has to approve of the sale.
Yeah.
Basically.
Isn't that always the case though?
So it could either like fully
Well,
just block.
no.
China, come on.
When has it happened that the owner of a company doesn't have to?
No, the Chinese government. Oh, fuck you. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Because of course, I mean, TikTok is completely independent from the Chinese government, as we all totally know, and yes, and true, and that's totally
that's
accurate.
the stuff.
Yep.
I mean, we can't.
Why it's not getting banned because we love China so much.
Yeah, yeah.
So, the article says it could like either just completely block the sale, but it could also just raise the price,
Legally, but
right? Or
does
attach
the
like,
US care?
or come with some
they-
kind of like conditions that kind of like give China leverage over the US in this deal.
Or they're just good. The US is just going to ignore it and just not care.
No, but like the thing is, why China's government has to get involved with this because of the way their economy works as well. Since they are a socialist market company,
Yeah.
Where, the government and the private-owned companies basically work together, so it's not really private.
No, we
Yeah.
can't say that for sure. We just have to say allegedly before we say all that.
No, you don't.
Let's
No,
just
you
be
don't. Let's
realistic
be
here.
realistic.
A company in China doesn't get that big without being involved with the government, whether legally or corruption. But yeah.
Yeah. Wait, actually, the original TikTok, like the one before they changed the name, Musically, was it also based in China, or was it like bought by a Chinese like investor and then turned
I think
into
it was
TikTok?
bought by ByteDance, but I'm not certain on that. I mean, it might have been a Chinese startup bought by ByteDance. That's also possible.
True, that's possible. Speaking of buying companies, these are getting better.
Yeah.
Corsair Gaming to go public files $100 million IPO.
That makes no sense. Also, explain what an IPO is. I'm not economics student.
So it's an initial public offering. So if people buy stocks of at least $100 million, for example,
Total, right?
then they will like publicly trade stocks for it of the company.
Wait, what?
So the initial public offering kind of works like you set a minimum.
Okay, so you set a minimum price, or
yeah, and then people buy stocks for the company, and if the money they spent on the stocks adds up to a total of 100 million, then the stocks are like able to be publicly traded. If not, then the people just kind of get their money back, and the stocks stay. As far as I know, I'm not 100% sure.
It's basically just a like checking interest.
It's a GoFundMe.
Yeah, I guess.
True. Yeah.
And does Corsair set? They also set the amount of shares, right?
You know what? Let me just quickly check the exact like way IPOs work. I'm not sure like what would happen.
You might want to go to the doctor because IPP, not O.
I said IPOs.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Finn, stop.
He's an idiot. Have you not noticed?
Okay, here. Prior to an IPO, a company is considered private when a company reaches a stage in its growth process where it believes it is mature enough for the rigors of SEC regulations along with the benefits and responsibilities of blah blah blah, public shareholders, blah blah blah. Da 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 da. Yay. Great. Lovely. Who cares about this one? I'm not here for that. I don't care if it's a big step for the company. Jesus Christ, these articles are like way longer than they need to be.
That's what she said, by the way. What?
Let's see.
Yeah, that's what girls really want. Long articles.
Why do you think dresses are a thing? They're long articles of clothing.
Oh!
You guys are so fucking dumb. Overall the number of shares is blah blah blah.
Michael, why
yeah,
do you think
there's
that
nothing
German
about this.
What? Sam,
why do you think that German is such a sexy language? Because they have such a long articles.
God damn it, that's actually
Jesus Christ. Alright, we're gonna
different ones.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna assume like the money just kind of like it kind of just don't go public if their initial public offering isn't like listed by the time.
I was just wondering, like, if they set the amount of stocks, well, that would mean they control the share price, right?
I'm guessing like every private shareholder kind of like all of them get together and kind of set the price at the beginning, and then once like it goes public, it just works like every other stock would work.
What's the incentive of the shareholders then?
I mean they're like
they get in early, or
I guess yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Will that money that they spend be instantly used? Like, as soon as the limit is reached, will it instantly be used to buy stocks with it? Or will they, like, get it back?
What? No. They're buying stocks already.
Yeah, but only if their amount is met.
What he's asking is like, do they buy the stocks and then get refunded if it fails, or
I think
do
they get
never even
refunded
pay in the
because
first
I'm not
place if it
like
fails?
I'm not like 100% sure exactly how it works. Right?
Wow.
Wait, no, they have to buy them. They should have to buy them. Otherwise, I can just spend money and be like, yeah, refund me.
True.
Yeah, true. I guess they just become private shareholders if they don't reach the $100 million. Like, people with stocks just become private shareholders instead of public shareholders.
Oh, interesting.
And
Yeah.
instead of just trading the stocks, you kind of just get that percentage of the profit by owning that percentage of the company.
Fancy dividends. Okay. that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I'm not, like, completely sure, though.
I mean,
Like, we haven't studied IPOs in our economics class yet.
we haven't studied them yet. Shut up. You should know this. You're in economics.
I haven't
I should
ever
just-
studied colors of the alphabet in an English class.
Colors of the alphabet.
Colors, how do those work?
Well,
Sam,
see.
you're in English and you don't know how they work. Wow, okay.
Colors of the alphabet. Okay.
Sam, you're in English A level and you don't know how that works. Wow. You really
well,
are
I'm in
just
German
crazy.
B level, so that explains.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
By the
You
way,
guys
we're
are
learning
okay.
German
You know
as
what?
well.
This
That's
is
why I'm
just
talking
this is
German,
just
so-
going off into too many tangents right now. I think we should just end the
I'm
podcast.
sorry, are you
at this
tired of
point.
being roasted?
Yep, pretty tired, to be honest. Is
Jimmy?
there anything else you would like to talk about?
Yo, mama.
I was about to say that. Oh my god.
Kill yourselves.
If there's too many tangents we're going on, is this sector fine?
Oh, go away.
All right, you know what? I think it's about time we ended the podcast.
Yeah,
Thank you for
well, I
tuning
It's
in.
about time we ended Finn. God damn.
Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Hey, Sam, peek. Oh, fuck.
Hop in, same time, same channel next week for
Well, different time, different day,
Saturday.
probably.
hopefully we get to do it on the same day. You know what? All of these were scheduled to be done on Sundays,
What
but
day?
somehow we managed to
I don't
do
even know
every
what
single
fucking
one on a
day.
Monday. Like,
Yeah,
we've been
that's kind of
consistent, but
impressive,
just on the wrong
honestly.
day.
It's a systematic offset error.
Yeah.
At least our precision is high.
You know
Yeah.
what? Somewhere in the world it's Sunday right now.
No, it's not.
Let me hope. Let me have hope.
But like, it literally isn't. Maybe.
Why? What about like Australia? What's the time there right now?
It's
Oh no,
Tuesday.
they're ahead.
They're
Wait,
hours
never
ahead,
mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
What about like
There's a-
Canada?
In the furthest part away, they are 13 hours behind us.
13 hours. That's not enough.
Oh, wait, no, shouldn't they be 23 hours? Wait, I don't know.
23 hours. That does it.
No, it's morning for them right now.
Why are you mourning for them? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
They live in the middle of
They
the
lost a day. Wait, no, we lost a day.
Okay, we gotta end this. We already did
Yeah,
the outro.
yeah, end yourself, please. Thank you.
Jesus.
I don't want to
Christ.
tell why I'm mourning for them because.
All right, you know what? We're gonna try to do it at the same time. It's definitely gonna be the same channel unless this
Not
gets
the
banned.
same time, though.
Okay, we'll
know
try to do it at the same time though.
No, why not?
No,
trying to
why?
do it on Sunday, like.
Oh yeah, wait, shit. Same time, maybe different day.
A whole new podcast segment.
You know what?
Well,
Fuck
podcast
this.
turns
I'm
out.
ending it. Thank you. Bye. You guys want to say
Thank you.
bye?
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.